The Alexander.
Wow, what a turn one. Oh, this is. Oh, wow, it's OTK right here. I was gonna say.
That's a lot of damage!
Yeah, it's over. Luke Tyler scoops him up really quick.
Hello, how's it going? Last night I made the quarterfinals of Battle Phase 54 with DDD. DDD is a really fun deck to play, but I think it's really strong too. It has a lot of cool power plays and can break boards quite easily. It can also OTK, which is always a nice perk to have, but in my testing I felt like it lacked defense. As I practiced lots of different builds, I found myself really enjoying the skill balance. If you're unfamiliar with what balance does, it guarantees you a monster, spell and trap in your opening hand, provided you play 6 of each card type, like I'm doing here with an 8-6-6 ratio. I think balance is fantastic in this deck, and my reason for that is that it gives the deck a form of constant defense. Witch is a really strong trap card. Think of it as a continuous Raigeki break that also makes your monsters even beefier on their turn. Having the ability to gradually pick apart boards or clear a single threatening monster or spell and trap makes it a very diverse trap card. As you're probably aware, Treacherous is a really strong trap card too. So with balance, the idea is that you're always starting with a strong trap card as well as starting with one of the contract spell cards too. Ideally Gate, but Swamp is a very nice extender. Canadia is my 6th trap card of choice because it works nicely with both Witch and TTH. I'm only playing 2 Swole Slime in this build, but that's because of balance. If I was playing any other skill, I would recommend 3. One reason why I went with 2 is because with Swamp Gate, I'd rather be top decking cards like Night Howl and Pendragon. I play 3 Pendragon because reviving it with Night Howl and summoning it with Slime are both high value plays. 2 Howl I think is good too, because if anything happens to the first one, or the Alexander never touches down, and the second Howl becomes especially important. And so, because there's only room for 8 monsters in balance, there isn't room for a 3rd Slime without removing anything that would affect the grind game. That's why I played 2 Slime. Going back to why I like Witch so much, a common argument against playing it is that you struggle to stock up on enough cards in hand to use as discard fodder. However, this is only a concern if you expend too many resources into your first turn play, and are therefore left without anything to discard. This can be avoided by setting up the ideal discard outlet instead of committing to any kind of turn 1 monster. With Contract with the Gate, it's good to search Pendragon if you have Night Howl. It's good to search Pendragon if you have Slime. Typhon and Pendragon together for Witch is really good too, and vice versa for all those combinations. This makes it so that you can properly use Witch to pick apart at your opponent's resources. A lot of the time you will have the extra card to discard with as well as being able to make a fusion, so there isn't always the need to pace yourself in order to properly use Witch. Moving on to the extra deck. This is what I used, but this is everything that I wanted to use. I wasn't sure which I preferred between Armades and Ragnarok, so much that I actually put the other one in the side deck. But after the tournament, I think I would prefer to have the Ragnarok. I'm not 100% on that though, and I think it is something that could come down to player preference. 2 Beowulf is really important, not only because it blows up back row, but because a 3k Piercer is really good. Genghis is needed for the OTKs, Oracle getting you life points back is really clutch. And the big Alexander is great because of a massive 6k attack, and sometimes you can make that a piercing 6k attack. The small Alexander you can't summon without playing Performer, and even then it's not worth it. It's not good enough to shape your deck around it. In conclusion, I really like what balance does for the deck. I hope you found this portion of the video useful. I plan to do more videos on this deck and others in the days to come. Enjoy the gameplay.
get you one more time. I really wanna cross the line. I do it all before I die. I wanna get it on tonight. I wanna get you one more time. I really wanna cross the